Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm CA Somal Singh and I'm here before you all to update your tax knowledge. I have compiled in this video 7 essential changes that you must be aware of so as to fulfill your compliance requirement in income tax. Let us look into each one by one. Taxation and Other Laws Ordinance 2020 was promulgated by the President this year on 31st of March so as to provide relaxation in certain provisions of the specified act in the view of the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. As per Section 3 of the Ordinance, a list of actions whose due date of compliance or completion falls between the period starting from 20th of March and ending on 29th of June 2020. Actions such as completion of any proceedings or issuance of any notice by an authority, commissioner or tribunal, or actions such as furnishing of any report or statement or return by the taxpayer whose due date falls between the period mentioned, that is 20th of March till 29th of June, but for some reason these actions have not been complied with, then those actions can be completed till 30th of June 2020. That is, in case the authority is unable to complete the proceedings or unable to issue the notice in the due time, or the taxpayer is unable to furnish the report or statement or return or whatsoever in the due time mentioned, then the taxpayer or the authority has been given an extension till 30th of June 2020. That is, the government extended the time limit of compliance till 30th of June. Now, through Notification 35/2020, which has been recently issued on 24th of June 2020, the government has revised the end date of compliance or completion of action to 31st of December 20, and also the end date of extension to 31st of March 2020. Therefore, as per the new provision, any actions requiring completion or compliance within the period falling between 20th March 2020 to 31st of December 2020 and is not completed or complied with, then such actions may be completed or complied with till 31st of March 21. And by this way, the government has further relaxed its provisions. Generally, the time limit for filing of belated and revised returns for assessment year 1920, that is financial year 18-19, expires on 31st of March 2020. The government, having regard to the impact of pandemic, has extended the time limit to 31st of July 2020. Meaning, if you fall in the above category, you still have 1 month to fulfill your compliance. As regards to ITRs for assessment year 2021, that is for financial year 1920, the deadline has been extended to 30th of November this year. Meaning, the returns which are to be filed by 31st of July and 31st of October this year can now be filed by 30th of November 2020. However, tax audit reports still have to be furnished by 31st of October 2020. That is 1 month prior to the actual return filing process. The previous deadline for linking PAN with Aadhaar was 30th of June 2020. The same has been extended to 31st of March 2020. So if you fall in this category, you still have 6 months to do the same. To give some relief to the middle class and small taxpayers, the government has extended the due date for payment of self-assessment tax to 30th of November this year. However, this has been done only for those taxpayers whose self-assessment tax liability is up to 1 lakh. Thus, if you are a taxpayer whose self-assessment tax liability is over 1 lakh, then you will not be benefited from this extension in date, that is 30th of November. Also, one more thing you have to keep in mind, that is the whole of the the self-assessment tax payable by you has to be paid by the due date specified in the Income Tax Act 1961, and any delayed payment would attract any interest under section 234A of the Income Tax Act. So make sure you make no delay here. For claiming deductions under various sections for the assessment year 2021, that is financial year 1920, the government has extended the date for making various investments or payments for claiming deductions under Chapter 6A of the Income Tax Act, which includes Section 80C, that is which relates to investing in PPF or LIC or NSC, etc. 80D, that relates to mediclaim. 80G, which relates to donations, among others. With this extension, one can now be able to invest or pay up to 31st of July 2020. That is, you still have a month to do your investments or payment for claiming deductions from your gross total income. As per the notification 35/2020, the government has further extended the date of making investments, construction or purchase for claiming the rollover benefit or deduction in respect of capital gains under sections 54 to 54 GB of the Income Tax Act 1961 to 30th of September 2020. With this, the investment, construction or purchase made up to 30th of September this year will be eligible for claiming deductions from capital gains earned in financial year 1920. The furnishing of TDS and TCS statements, commonly known as TCS returns in common parlance, and the issuance of TDS TCS certificates, often heard as Form 1616As, are the prerequisites for enabling the taxpayers to prepare their income tax return for the financial year 1920. The date of furnishing TDS TCS statements and the issuance of TDS TCS certificates pertaining to the financial year 1920 has been extended to 31st of July 2020 and August 15, 2020 respectively. Thank you everyone for your time and patience. I hope to see you all very soon next time in my next video. See you!